I have lost 15 babies because of the love of money. I trusted my blesser when he told me that the ritual that he wanted us to do, it was just a normal snake ritual. I had done this too many times. You go to a party, you meet a blesser, you enjoy, you go to a hotel, you book a room, and then you make money. Never thought that I would end up in the hospital. My name is Zanele. I am a 27-year-old South African woman, born and raised in Johannesburg. My confession is about what happened on that night when I met this guy. He was from Nigeria, a foreign blesser. I was there with my boyfriend, but we had been fighting throughout the day. And then that was when I spoke with my friends and I told them that I was going to look for another guy, maybe who was going to help me with money because I needed some cash because my phone was not working. That was when I saw the guy. He called me and I went to where he was. He asked me how much I was going to charge him for that night. I then told him exactly how much I wanted. I had been with foreign guys before, mostly guys from Zim, and I knew that if you always start with a higher price and by the time that you negotiate, then he will give you what you want. When this guy told me how much he was going to give me, I was scared to go with him because I had never been with a Nigerian dude before. But when he told me that he was too tipsy to drive and if I wanted, I could drive his car, that was when I agreed. He was a stranger, but he trusted me with his beautiful car. I don't know much about cars, but it was so beautiful. It was a Mercedes-Benz. When we finally arrived at the gated community where this guy told me that that's where he stays, I was like, wow, it was so amazing. I had never been in such a beautiful place before. When we got inside his house, he started touching me and I was like, dude, before we start with the kissing and touching, how about you give me my money that you promised me first? He was like, I am money. I am going to give you more than what you asked me. And he started counting the cash. I had never seen so much cash being counted in my entire life. I was like, yay, I'm going to get an iPhone. Wow, this is so much. And then that was when he told me to go to the bathroom so that I can freshen up. I told him that he was supposed to come and join me and he was like, no, I'm okay. Whilst I was in the bathroom, I started videoizing my friends and they were like, wow, that's nice. And then I was actually telling them that I was thinking of if I date this guy, I will fall pregnant for him. We will have cute Nigerian South African babies and I was going to be rich, even go to his country. That was what was on my mind at that time. Whilst I was busy preparing myself for this guy, he was also preparing a horror movie for me. This guy, he had done it too many times with different girls. Whilst I was in the bathroom, I had a vision. I saw it. I saw a snake. I got scared because of the vision that I had seen. That was when I got out of the bathroom. What I saw in the bedroom, it was so shocking and terrifying. I looked at the floor and then I saw that there were candles that were burning and in the middle there was a satanic Bible. It was like there was someone who switched off the light. As for the Nigerian guy, he was nowhere to be seen. That was when I saw him. He was no longer a human being. When I saw him, the snake, for he had became a snake, he spoke with me in a Nigerian language that I could not understand. I wanted to run, but I was so paralyzed. I could not even move my body. That was when I fell to the floor and I blacked out. I woke up in the hospital and when I asked this other nurse how I had gotten to the hospital after I had found out that almost a week had passed and I was told that there was a good Samaritan who had found me in town, fallen to the pavement because of a drug overdose. But let me tell you something. I am not someone who takes drugs. As a matter of fact, in my entire life, I have never taken drugs. I suspect that this guy, when he gave me some wine to drink just to relax, since I was nervous, when we got to his apartment, I think that he had placed some drugs in that wine. And then he used me for rituals. The reason as to why I ended up collapsing, even though I had seen that scary snake that wanted to sleep with me. I recovered and I was discharged from the hospital. When I came back home, I was so depressed. There were many days that I never wanted to get out of bed. And then there was this other night when it happened. I saw a Nigerian man that walked through the walls. It was late at night, I think maybe 12 a.m. when it happened. This guy walked into my bedroom and he abused me whilst he was sleeping with me. When I looked at him, I saw that he had changed and he had become that same snake that had slept with me. When I woke up, I was feeling so sick. It took me a couple of days to realize that I had fallen pregnant. How was it even possible that I had fallen pregnant? Because me and that guy, we had used protection. I was then rushed to the hospital because my mom, she found me. I had collapsed whilst I was trying to bath, and then I was rushed back to the hospital. I was bleeding and I was told that I had a miscarriage. In that same year, I had more than 4 miscarriages, even though I was not sleeping with any guy, not using protection. From that time to this very day, I have had 15 miscarriages. And what surprises me is even if I use family planning pills, injection, implant, I keep on having these miscarriages. I want help. I have been told that the only solution is if my womb can be removed. But what if I get married one day? Won't my husband say that I have failed him as a woman because I won't be able to give him a child? I'm trying by all means to go to church, but I don't know if God is going to listen to me now. I try to pray, but I keep on having these bad dreams. It has been so many years, and I've been having these dreams, these nightmares, where I keep on sleeping with this snake.